We're one in Christ. We must be in unity.
I think a trip like this is beneficial for other married people because you get to see other people's marriages, you get to see different perspectives. Because a lot of times you only get that perspective when you're in your house, whether it's you see your perspective, your spouse has her perspective. And sometimes the spouses think the grass is greener on the other side, things of that nature. So when you come together with different couples that have different issues or may have the same issues as you, you get to see those different perspectives, and y'all all come together on one accord to help deal with those issues. So I think it's very beneficial for people to do this type of stuff.
And because of the honesty, where you can see other couples and how they started from the bottom, you get to understand, oh, okay, well, I'm not the only one. You get to understand that, hey, we're all struggling here. And so when you all see the struggle, then everybody will come together and be like, we can be more open and we can do this and we can actually like achieve a happy relationship because we all started somewhere. The fakery is over with. You can be honest with each other, and with that honesty, you can grow. So that's why all couples need this.
So on this trip, I wouldn't necessarily say learn something new because this is our second year here.
Okay.
Now, with being your first year here, like ours was last year, was our first year. So yeah, you do learn new things about your cabin mates because your first year, you're coming together. Some people may know certain aspects of people's marriages because they're close. Some people may not. But with you coming together, things get brought on the table, and you do learn you might learn new ways to approach your wife and dealing with certain things because you see how this brother deals because y'all's marriage deals with the same thing, but you might approach it differently and get different results. And you see on this end, like, okay, that works. Let me try that in my relationship. Year one, and then that's why I said year two with us. I wouldn't necessarily say new things. It's more so things that we already know and kind of seeing if we build on those or grow on those. But year one, definitely, you do learn new things when it comes to your cabin mates and stuff like that. So yes, we do have certain goals. We have certain activities. We have certain workshops that we do that are marriage based, and the next year we come, like last year we had certain goals that we set for our marriages, certain things we wanted to see and progress. So now coming back year two, we reflect back, okay, did we accomplish those goals? Where are we at on those goals? Because you might necessarily not be there, but you kind of made some strides or some growth towards it, but you might not be 100% there. So yes, definitely we have goals that we strive to. That's what this is all about, is to build stronger marriages. And of course it don't happen overnight. So that's why this is something people should strive to do year by year by year. Shouldn't be just a 1 year thing. It should be, you should strive to do this every year because there's always issues or always things that come up. And that's where having this little retreat kind of helps you stay focused with marriage. Because all the stuff that many of us have to do and you get pulled in different directions, it's good to have something like this to where you can go back and reflect and constantly build on.
It helps me get together with all the sisters, and that we can come together and like we learn from each other, and like we learn how like to deal with our lords. We learn how to like deal with like the responsibilities of being like a wife and a mother as well. It goes into like being a wife and then a mother and every other aspect as well. So when these trips happen, it happens so that we can like better expound on ourselves. So instead of just leaning on our own understanding, we can actually have like helpers. We have like our sisters that are also on these cabin trips to like help us, guide us to doing the like right thing in regards to our roles.
There's a lot of different things that we may not see or I may not see that another brother may see, you know what I mean, or give me pointers or, tips or whatever the case may be to help out in a certain situation. So that's kind of one of the ways that I would say that it helps me to uphold my godly role in being married.
For me, sometimes it's easy to read like, okay, this is my role as a wife. It's easier to read that until it's time now you gotta put that stuff into play. So it's good to have someone there that can be like, look sis, it was hard for me at first, just like you, I had a hard time, but look, I've been doing it, you can do it too. Or vice versa, I could be that person that can be that example for someone else.
Okay, so that beard video, I seen a lot of people been looking at it. So, like, y'all gonna continue to implement that as well?
That was something that was already, already started. My wife, she does do that for me, and I know one of the things too, some of the sisters are like, oh, I don't know, that might hurt. And take I have my beard really coils up. So as long as it's what's the words? No, it's wet. It's moisturized. You have the right moisturizer, using the right brush, and so forth. It doesn't look. It's not painful at all. I'll tell you that now. It's nowhere near painful. It's very soothing. So yeah, that's something that's gonna keep going. And I'm trying to get my beard, all the way down to my knees, man. So yeah.
So sisters, you heard it. It's very soothing. So if you're trying to find something quick and easy to do to help your Lord relax, there you have it.
The goal is to better your marriage. With this trip, it gives you that time. Of course, we all love our kids, but it gives you that time to be away from your children, to be around other people that are working on building their marriages. And like my wife was mentioning before, having goals and having people keeping you accountable for those goals. A lot of like I mentioned before as well, the relationship building activities and so forth. A lot of times, I'm gonna say this. Look, or maybe for me, sometimes as a man, you think like, man, I don't know if I want to do this activity, but then you start doing it, you realize it's actually fun. You know what I mean? And so it brings out, some qualities that you may not have known you had. It gets you to work together, and it's definitely fun. So that's why I would say, it'd definitely be beneficial for others to join in as well.
Yeah, and one thing I would add to that for the benefits of others, a lot of times when you're in your marriage, because marriage takes a lot of work, sometimes you feel like, oh my goodness, I'm the only one doing this. Why am I going through this? I feel like our marriage is so horrible, it's so bad. But the reality is that everybody is going through something. And sometimes the thing that you're going through, someone just got over it. So it could be that motivation you needed to know, you know what, this is temporary, I can do this.
My expectations was pretty much to build off of last year, and to continue to not just build off of our goals that we had set from the previous years, but also to build more a relationship with the other couples in our group as well.
Same for me, just pretty much be able to grow through some of the issues that we may bring up during the cabin trip, and to work it out and grow from there. So pretty similar for me.
Reality was like way better than I even thought it would be. We also had a new addition to the group as well, with Captain Barnabas and his wife, Sister Iona, and they added a whole new element to it, you know what I mean? And it added on to what we already had. So it's like they were already there the years previous. So it was definitely dope. We had way more fun than we thought we would have. So And even with the things that we deal with in marriage and so forth, it was even better as well as far as finding solutions and things like that to the issues that we may have. So
I would say the reality was my expectations were met, and actually the reality exceeded the expectations.
I mean, it's definitely helped. The different activities and so forth that are put in place for relationship building and so forth, they work, and I say it's definitely helped. So
Yes, I think so. It definitely helped us.
First, behold, in your